Hey y'all, it's Helen McNizzle and I'm back at it again with another video. And in this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to avoid some of these scamming beauty schools out here. And this will teach you how to look for red flags, and also it's going to be a story time of the time that this one particular beauty school tried to scam me out of thousands of dollars and months of my time just to get a license that wasn't even certified enough for me to even go on to state board to become a certified esthetician. I would have to redo everything all over again, spend thousands of dollars or more money that I don't have, and lots of my time that I do not want to waste at all. So let's get into the video. And also, if you want more details on how I got this leather wrap done in my head, this is not a natural leather wrap, but if you want more details on it, just leave a comment down below and I'll be glad to do a video on it. It was crazy. Red flag number one. Is it easy to find this place? This particular place was so hard to find. It was so hard to find. It took me like, I didn't know about this beauty school until like a month or two after I was looking for a beauty school. So with this particular beauty school, I didn't find it until like so late, because I started looking for esthetician schools, well, beauty schools with esthetician programs that were like nearby me. And this one really had me sold because it was like in a black community, and it was black owned as well, and they had their own hair products. And I was like, wow, like not only am I going to be like giving back to the community, because if any of you all know about economics, microeconomics, you know that what you put into a business will go back out into that surrounding community like automatically. Red flag number two, I went to their website. You need to make sure you know what their website look like. Like, does it tell you details about like the program requirements that they have? Because when I went to this particular program, once again, they had me sold because the colors were royal blue and gold. And these are my sorority colors. I'm in the sorority Sigma Gamma Rho sorority incorporated, and it is a black sorority that I'm in. So I started going through their website, couldn't find nothing. I went to the about me section. They had like a phone number for their office, and that was like pretty much it. Like the mission statement really wasn't nothing too deep at all. So I was like, okay, this is not telling me any requirements that they have. Unlike other beauty schools, on their websites they tell you like requirements that they have for graduation, what the enrollment is like. They have even statistics on there for their own schools, and they have like detailed information. They may even have like a video clip of their school on there, and they also have apply now sections where you put in your information, and they will contact you. So with this particular school, I just like, to find out more information, I just looked at reviews on Google and also on Yelp. Red flag number three, pay attention to red flags in the reviews, even if the reviews are all good. Definitely pay attention, because people who have bad experiences aren't always putting in those details, and even people who have good experiences aren't always putting in those details. So that's something that you really need to pay attention to. So with these reviews, they were like 90%, 95% like stellar reviews. Like people were saying they had great experiences, they love the educators there, they helped them graduate. But it was this one review that really like caught my eye, but I just pushed it to the side because I was like, so many other great ones though. But this review was, you get what you pay for. They jacked up my hair. And it was like a few of them like that. And I was like, that's not good, because their main service that they're known for is cosmetology. And they also sell hair products. I was like, oh God. Red flag number four. So I called them because I couldn't find any open house tours on their site. And I called them. I was like, hey, my man, wop the bam. I'm interested in your esthetician program. Do you all have any open house tours? Red flag number four, they didn't have any open house tours at all. But they had like walk-ins that you can just do every like Tuesdays and Thursdays. You just like walk in to their program or into their office. And I just thought that was like a bit odd, because every single esthetician school I ever thought about and I ever called, they always had like open house tours that you could just go in. and check out their school, but you had to like set a schedule with them. And when I got there, they had like everything ready for me. They had the application ready for me, and they answered pretty much any questions I had, except for one. Red flag number 5, can they answer your questions thoroughly? And I say thoroughly because I mean completely. They really could not answer the question that I had of what does your skincare kit look like? She could not answer that. Educator, it wasn't like a regular manager, or like, to be honest, a manager should know, but it wasn't like an intern who just got there or anything like that. It was like an actual educator who's been there for years, and that educator was not able to tell me anything confidently that was in the skincare kit. She just told me like things. This is literally what she did. She was like, there's some cotton ball swabs, cleansing pads, cleanser, you get the foam, stuff like that. And what else they got? They got the makeup. Right, they got the makeup, the mascara. What else they got? They got the pads. Right, you get the cleansing pads. I'm just like, you said that already, and that's not telling me anything, because that's something that's a given. You already know going into the esthetician program, you're gonna get like the simple things like the cotton swabs, the pads, and if not, you may have to purchase them on your own. So she was not able to tell me thoroughly or confidently about what was in the kit, nor did she go to find out what was in it. And when I asked her, I was like, do you all have like a paper that says what's in it, or do you have, and they didn't have like a display to show me what was in the esthetician kit, like one on the side or anything like that, like most schools usually do. And they just was not able to answer that question thoroughly, which really left me apprehensive, because that's something that you will have to spend a couple $100s of your money, and for someone who's been there for years to not know what's in it, that's something that you should really pay attention. Red flag number 6, what does their place look like? Is it clean? So I just got to snoop it around afterwards, because I had to go to the bathroom, so I was like peeking into offices and stuff like that on my way to the bathroom, and it was like really cool. Like they had like, it was like actual clinicians with their own office space in there, so I was like, wow, this is amazing. They have models of the internal organs, especially in like the jawline, of like muscles and nerves that you have in their blood vessels as well. And I just thought that was like really cool that they were really so in depth and seemingly knowledgeable about the biology of the human body. So I was like, wow, this is really great. Like I really do want us to go to an institution that's like knowledgeable and incredible. So this add credibility to them. So once I got to the bathroom, the first thing I noticed was a dirty diaper in the bathroom. Like I understand that some beauty schools do have areas where you can leave your kids, but I was like, why is there a dirty diaper at the end of closing hours in their bathroom? And that was just so weird to me. I was like, that is the most random and oddest and just interesting things I ever seen going to a place. And I would say the place could have been swept, but it wasn't in a day, so I will give them that. But it was just like, those couple things really just left me like, okay, it's kind of not so sure this is where I want to get my certificate from, and cleanliness is a part of that. So one thing also that they had me sold on was like they had a free parking lot that was like literally in the same lot as the institution, so that was amazing. So I get home and I'm like really excited about the school, so I started looking them up, like trying to find out like financial ways to get enrolled, since enrollment was coming up. I believe it was like a week later or like 2 weeks from that point. So I was like, okay, I need to get everything together because I'm not trying to wait until the next month at all. So I went on FAFSA.gov. FAFSA.gov would tell you if something's accredited or not. Red flag number 7. Is this place on FAFSA.gov? If they're not on FAFSA.gov, that means they're not accredited at all, and that means you cannot get a valuable certificate from them that you can use in order to certificate. You would not be able to get you would not be able to go take the state board exam and to get a certificate from that particular institution at all. This particular school was not on there. I saw every single beauty school I ever looked up, even the ones I didn't really pay much attention to, but I just remember the name. I saw all of them in the FAFSA listing of schools, that when you put your school code in. Like, I found all those schools. It was just like, I was just scrolling through them, but I could not find this particular school. I'm like, this is the craziest thing ever. So I called so I just like talked to my mom about it, and she was like, be careful with schools like that, because she was telling me how in the past when she was in beauty school, the school that she went to was a scam, and she didn't find out till years later. Come to find out, the school, with everybody who took out loans, that school was not paying back those loans the interest rate. Rather than with the interest money that the students were paying to the banks, that institution was pocketing that money. Granted, those students were able to get their fees and everything else waived due to a lawsuit, but it was not worth the years of time that students had to go through, not knowing that they were scammed, and also not knowing whether or not they were going to get their money back or even be able to get out of debt. So with that being said, I didn't want to go through that at all. I'm like, I don't want my money wasted, and I sure don't want my time wasted, because you cannot get time back. You can get money back, but you can't get your time back. So I called them. I called the school. I was like, hey, I cannot find you all on a FAFSA website. Do you all offer any loans or grants? Are you all able to accept government loans or student loans? And this is what really got me. They said, we are not able to accept any Title IV loans. Title IV loans are government loans. If a beauty school tells you they are not able to accept government loans, that means 9 times out of 10, they messed up with the government at some point earlier in their time of being there. And I was really scared, because this particular school was just established in 1996. It's been 22 years since that place has been around, and they made that many mess ups with the government, and that's really scary to see that they're still around, which means they still have the opportunity to continue on doing this. So red flag number 8, can they help you? This particular place was not able to help me at all. Like, it was horrible. So like, they weren't trying to offer me any additional services. So at that point, I was like, you know what, it's okay, because they're clearly not all that focused on the students as much as they are on the money aspect. Let me know down below if you have any questions or concerns, or even any relatable stories like that other people can relate to, or even myself included. Thank you all. Make sure you subscribe, like, and leave a comment, and I'll see you next time. Bye.